Alright, so welcome aboard. Sorry if you see me kind of covering the camera part of the camera itself. It is about 9 o'clock. No, 8 o'clock, my bad. Here in Utah. And the moon's like yellow. So this evening, what I'm gonna point out is, see this building that we're coming up on, this one with the Empress. We've had, for those that are in at least the Salt Lake Valley and Davis County, Salt Lake and Davis County, more like the entire state of Utah, we've had an earthquake. Now, I recall hearing that Oh My Gosh was supposed to go live tonight, but never did, which I'm kind of disappointed in. So there's this streaming website that I've started using. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, what about the Empress and the one building and the earthquake? I only started with that because I wanted to make that as a note to start with. I'll come back to it in a little bit. However, there's a streaming unit that I really like that I can use to stream anytime, that will allow me to interact with you guys more. I'm more like interacting on the road at the moment, driving safely under 25 miles an hour because it's Main Street. But one of the things that I really like about this streaming website is I can stream anytime, no matter the amount of followers, and it goes straight into YouTube. So I gotta give a big shout out to the Oh My Gosh, to his live channel, because he has inspired me to start using it more. So, if you are watching this, I am giving full praise to you. Now you're probably thinking, what is that on your head? As you can see, it's a hat. Now, right now, this week's kind of skeptic right now, because one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm going to go up and down Main Street, showing you what used to be where. But the only issue with this is I won't be able to pull any images off the internet until I actually have the proper permissions. But if this video happens to get flagged, I will take the responsibility of understanding the concept of copyright. So bear with me. So these apartments here you see, they're new. And I've got lights shining in my face all of a sudden. Right where this Burger King is, used to be a racetrack. Not Rocky Mountain Raceways. Rocky Mountain Raceway, if I can say it, actually was one of several places that ended up getting demolished. And I kind of miss it. The sound of the loud engines. Oh yeah, here's our post office. Their clock is like several hours long. It shows us it's like 1 or 2 a.m. or p.m. and it's like 8 o'clock. I also got a new cord, or an aux cord I should say. Now, I'm going to leave a link down in the description for PayPal, because a lot of these businesses here on Main Street could use the love and support. And I am willing to give whatever you guys donate to my PayPal, and I'm kind of against PayPal, but not as much. We got a church here that could probably go for a donation. I am a Mormon. I'm not sure what kind of church that is, but I'll give a little bit of money to them, at least, to help them keep their religion going. No, I don't. That's the only thing I'll affiliate for them, with them. Anything that has to deal with them. I started on one end of the main street, gone down to the other end. Hold on. You're probably thinking, coronavirus? No, I do not have coronavirus. Believe me. I've tested and I came back negative. I would show that, but that's mostly in like private information, and I'd rather not give it out anyways. So we got a theater here, known as the Gem Theater. It's one of several buildings that barely gets used. Back in the, I want to say 1920s, that was one of two theaters that we have here on Main Street. The theater I showed you earlier, the Empress, is the other theater. You're probably thinking, why are the two sitting on the same street trying to compete with each other? They're genetically not trying to compete with each other. They actually worked together. So if there happened to be a showdown at the Gem, the theater would have the, I want to say, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's kind of like this one. Give me a moment and I'll describe it in just a moment. Let me put this down a little more. It's kind of like a, say you're facing the entrance. You have this kiosk looking thing where you have like these little cards that have like letters on them. And you would you'd have like either be up in the thing itself. Marquee is what it was. But yeah. We have a picture of the Empress with the marquee somewhere, and I'm not sure if we have copies of them. If we do, we're probably selling them for a little bit of fundraiser. The Empress, however, is one of the other places you could donate to. If you want to do two separate, like several transactions for certain places, you can title it like donation for this, donation for this, that basic idea. One of the other places, well, I've got two other places. One happens to be a hair salon that I go to, and I know the owner of this hair salon business pretty well. And big shout out to Teresa Webb, because she does an amazing job with my hair. I go in, ask for the same thing every time, and she does wonderful. Although, she kind of like, it's kind of sketchy at first, but after going to the same person every time, instead of having to find the same hairstylist and going to different hairstylists, yeah, that's an issue. I don't like that one bit. Other than that, Teresa Webb, if we look right over here. Okay, so for some reason, the camera decided to cut off here because it said that the batteries were low because it takes AA's. Basically, these things. What you're currently seeing is basically what I took, thinking I would capture everything I could get in one video without the camera dying. You're probably thinking, what are you thinking? What were you thinking of having to work off of the one battery? It's not just the one battery. It takes the camera that I was using. Luckily, I got 4 of them. It takes 4 of the AA batteries, and I'm not happy about it because these things go like quick. And I try to not use the batteries very much. So you gotta find the cord for my phone because what I use. So that's where I stuck you. I do like the most bizarre thing with the dumbest things yet. That's the wrong cord. Recording. It happens to also be white. What the heck did I do with it? Now I'm a little bummed right now. For some reason I misplaced my main charger for my phone. As of right now... Oh wait, what's this? Man! I have like the worst of luck with charging cords. So the cord I currently use to charge my phone with happens to be one of those magnetic ones. Yeah, it's that type of magnet. Give me a moment. Alright, so. Well, I'm actually picking up from where my phone quit because apparently it has very bad memory with storage. I don't know why I brought that one in. Anyways, but what I'm gonna do is I wish I could... How to put it? I wish I could be able to share my screen with the camera that I'm currently recording with. Other than that, I don't know. One of the reasons why I kind of would suggest... I gotta wait for... The thing I was showing you just now, the little magnets, this is what you get that goes into your phone. Of course, my dog has to be all picky. Kill the dog! Anyways, one of the things that I actually have to look for, give me a minute. I am looking for removable or USB-C quick access. Let's see. Wait a minute. Where are you? Okay, that makes sense. So you two are... Desktop, downloads, documents, pictures. So I'm trying to figure out... Let's do camera roll. Pictures, saved pictures, pictures, view projects, videos. I'm trying to... So one of the things that I kind of... Okay, I don't know what Option 2 is. Anyways. Let's see. Recovery. What's this? Oh. So apparently, my computer hates cords. It does not register that I'm trying to get something off of it, because obviously I got this thing hooked up to the computer itself. The only thing I can get off of it are photos. Meaning, you're probably thinking, what the heck are you talking about? Well, both this and this have the same Bluetooth software or somewhat similar to each other. So whatever text I get on this will show up on my computer, which makes it nice, but I'm not going to show. So, but obviously I cannot get, for some reason, for the life of me, cannot get the freaking video off of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can record a little more tomorrow. And I want to see how well I can go without having the camera die on me. Of course, I got the camera sitting in my hamper. My brother's probably going to kill me if he ends up coming in and seeing it. But I can tell you right now, sometime tomorrow, I'm probably going to do it through either the camera or my computer, whichever comes first. I am hoping to do it in one shot with a neighbor kid. I'm not sure if he wants to. You're probably thinking, you psycho. No, I'm not a psycho. I've known this kid for several years now. He's actually a really good kid to actually get along with. There will be times where... Okay, so... Backing up to what I was trying to get at. Further... Give me a little bit, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I know I am trying to not do any cuts right now. It's really hard having to deal with the dog. Now, if you're like FaZe Rug, who has a pit bull by the name of Pugsley, not Pugsley, sorry. Sorry if I butchered that name, FaZe. FaZe Rug, Brian, whatever your name is. Sorry if I'm butchering my own, butchering your name right now. I am like tired. Usually I'm not this tired at this time of night. But if you're like FaZe Rug, who has a pit bull by the name of Bosley, you know, you have a long shot with those types of dogs. I think you have better luck with a pug than a dachshund. So, FaZe Rug, if you happen to be watching this, I am going to give you credit for having a lot of patience with having a dog. Now, as of right now with streaming, I still need to give quite a bit of credit to Omar Gosh, to his channel. I'm kind of into one of those kind of video YouTube creating things. But yeah, I gotta think. What was the name? The logo is really cool. StreamYard. Big shout out to Omar Gosh for using StreamYard, because if it weren't for that find, I wouldn't have been able to get the idea of starting to use it myself. So, massive shout out to Omar Gosh. And yeah. I'm also considering of doing maybe a Q&A this Saturday for you guys. So if you want to ask questions such as like, oh, can you do this, or can you explore these places? There are a few places I am considering of talking to the owners of certain, like, rundown buildings. For instance, I know there's a few buildings down on Main Street, like what I was pointing out, that that could probably get explored. They're not too big, but big enough they could probably be explored. Massive shout out to Exploring with Josh, because he's gone above and beyond, exploring like foreign lands that have been abandoned, such as like places in England, places in London, in like anywhere in the world. Like I've said, if you want to leave a donation for any of the places that I've pointed out during this video, please do so, and I will be grateful that you are donating to these places. Other than that, it's FazeBoy, aka Hayden, and I'm out.